Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's game will be all about the turnovers. The Dolphins are top 10 in turnover differential, and they'll be up against a Patriots team that wants to be careful not to play into that strength. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good division rivalry coming up here in the AFC, and these two teams have met once already, so they are more than familiar with one another's tendencies, and maybe more importantly, their weaknesses. It's the Patriots going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's get you out to Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis. They've got the call of this Week 9 matchup.
Larry, it was a little late in getting here, but autumn has arrived on a beautiful November day in Miami, Florida. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the New England Patriots and the Miami Dolphins. They come up with an offset eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. A gain of 3, second down. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Set, 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They were ready for what the defense was showing. They had prepared for that look, recognized it, went straight to the air, got the first. Well done.
Love the recognition because you can prepare for everything. You can watch the tape and put together your game plan, but you still have to understand what they're doing in terms of what they're showing and be able to adjust accordingly, and they did exactly that.
Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go now.
Back to throw now on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Bye-bye, Beasley. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. A quick look here at the Patriot defense.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll drop to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Patriots take over. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
First down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty slick return there as he's up just shy of the 45-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now.
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Ten yards still left.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
Detroit!
An extra corner on the field for New England here on third down.
Yeah, another
check,
DB.
No, check. Patrick, Detroit!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Patriots. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio!
The play clock's running down.
Here we go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
3rd down and 5.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
Play clock winding down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Come on, let's go! Grand 38!
On play action, they'll throw. He's got time. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll slide down to avoid to move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Flex round!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Dolphins in on the stop.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Here we go!
A play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just...
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy.
So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Here we go! Grand 38!
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. What? None. What?
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they were.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think they were looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
And now a 1st down following that long gain. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they wanted to stay in attack mode after breaking off that nice chunk on their first play. They decided to heave it downfield on this one.
Yeah, that first play, though, successful. Try number 2, unsuccessful. So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Unable to connect on the 1st down pass play. Now it's session here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is Can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Leopard! No, check. Patriot! All right, here we go. Green, 39. Gun!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. You're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive.
All right, here we go.
First down and goal. The offense knocking on the door. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They come out here in the eye. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. It's their quarterback. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. So with 2nd and goal, still had a couple of downs to work with. They tried to sneak, and they got in.
I like the idea that they did it early in the down and distance count. 2nd down as opposed to waiting later on. I think it fooled them a little bit, but how about the push they got up front to get the quarterback through?
Big push and a touchdown to boot. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And they'll run it here. And some space here. There he goes. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about it and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and...
Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Leopard! Set!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, That's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So the incomplete pass brings up second down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And now here's a carry heading left. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for the Dolphins. 34 yards.
Okay, 3rd and short, the mindset of the defense, probably playing the run first. But if you're playing any type of pass coverage, tight coverage, press coverage, and offenses often convert their routes at that point and go farther downfield, and that paid off in a big way for them on that one, a big-time catch downfield.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Second down following the incompletion. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And Franks' kick is good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Let's go. Brand 38. Flex round. Flex round.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said there is no adjustment until they...
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Their dangerous wide receiver with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Grant on the return. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he's going to be taken down deep into Patriot territory. A big play that time for the Dolphins. 68 yards. They'll come out in the pistol.
Green 39. Green 39. Detroit, here we go. Detroit. Green 39. Black 99 Philly. Here we go. All right, now look at 56.
They come up in an offset eye.
Over. Hurry up, here we go. 3-9. Detroit.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, I didn't have to stretch for this one. This is 4-down territory. They've got to get it in with the deficit that they're facing.
Absolutely. It's not the 4th quarter, but still, I think you can't be thinking 3 here.
Now, if you do that, you might as well go ahead and fold up on this one, but I don't think they're built like that.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go. Leopard.
They'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance that they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
The Patriots offense now, they worked their way back onto the field, and they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Come on, let's go.
Time running out here on the play clock. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Come on, let's go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. His throw caught right around the 6. That one goes for 24 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you're probably going to have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Now they try the right side here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And tough starting field position here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. He's going to air one out. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. It'll go as a gain of 12, and it'll be first down, New England. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go. Flex round. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Ohio.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Back now in Miami. We get set for the fourth quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Red zone opportunity.
Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Flex round.
They go play action here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Their big tight end, his first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
5 wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
Back to throw again. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Here we go now.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So the Patriots coming out now. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get this one up to the... Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So they run it on 2nd down. Now let's see what 3rd down brings here for the offense.
Come on, let's go.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Flex round.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. Taken in at the 11. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Surveying the field. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Going up top. He's got a man complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
Watch it now, Barney. Watch it now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And out come the Dolphins now. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together.
Flex round. Flex round.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's go. Flex round.
Cooks will come in motion right. They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. $12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. marker, and it's now 3rd and 11.
Let's go. What?
The play clock's running down. Back to throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And now here's a carry heading left. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. So following the run, we'll see what they do here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
One final kneel down here as it comes inside the 42nd mark, and that should be enough to put this one on ice. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Pats, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. And with that, we sign off from Miami.